Welcome, Capricorn, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your spiritual guide, your oracle for the month of April 2025. This is going to be a forecast. If your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign is Capricorn, I'm broadcasting to you from the big island of Hawaii. I'm living off-grid, just recently moved here, and I'm surrounded by quiet, by peace, by nature, by all that's good in life. And I've achieved this with your help, with your donations, and with your uplifting messages. And I thank you very much for that. For all those of my subscribers that have been patiently waiting for me to begin these readings again, thank you. Thank you for not abandoning me. Although many have abandoned, and I don't blame them, because the hurricanes in Florida were the reason that I stopped filming, presenting my videos, and I've been on a rather arduous journey, having lost everything, possessions, jobs, cars, everything, to coming here. And in coming here, I have realized that if you hold a dream sincerely and you have faith that you're not alone, that there is spiritual, angelic help, you'll be able to realize your dream at any age and through any crisis. I just wanted to begin with that. The rain has started just now. I wonder if you can hear it. Probably. I'm on the rainy side of the Big Island, the beautiful side, the Hilo side. And we get a lot of rain. So Capricorn, there are very few signs that are as capable as yours is. You have a propensity for survival under any circumstances, and you always find a way to turn lemons into lemonade. This is just something that has come to me as I'm thinking about Capricorn. Let's just, all right, maybe a little more, just a little more, just a little more. All right. Now, for the month of April, this is a 4-card spread. And the first card is about what's significant, what will feel significant about the month. What will give you a sense of focus and direction about the month. You see that? That is The Chariot. The Chariot. Well, you remain calm during your challenges this month. You may be called upon to balance multiple priorities. You've got to stay centered. This depicts a soldier about to go into battle. And it's his moment of reflection, the pause before the conflict. All in all, it's a sign that things are ready to move forward. That it's sort of like when the horses are just about to go into the race. And there's a little bit of nervous fidgetiness, worry about the outcome, but you're striving for a victory of some sort. But a force, some sort of force, is compelling you to leave behind what you know, in a sense, to leave behind the social structure and to go out on this campaign. It could literally be, it could literally be, let me put that down. It could literally be about business travel, a need to get away, to do, to complete the task, to engage in the social necessities, that which society demands of you. So it's this. So you're just at the outset of this campaign, this venture, this engagement in some battle. The battle could be simply one of earning money, or it could be a legal battle, or it could be a personal power battle, a battle for dominance in some kind of negotiation. So it could be all that and even more. But let's see what your specific challenge will be for the month. Well, this is interesting. Okay, hold on here. The Hierophant. And the Chariot. So we've got two really powerful major arcana cards coming up one after the other. The Hierophant, he, if you look closely, he's the Pope, the High Priest, and he has his disciples at his feet, seeking counsel, seeking divine wisdom. If you identify with the Pope, then you're going to be the one who is sought after for your counsel, for your knowledge, for your wisdom, for your knowing of the traditional protocol. If you identify as one of the disciples, then you are the one who will be seeking counsel, seeking knowledge, be that of a spiritual or a secular nature. The Pope, the Church, can represent what it is, a church, a religious institution, or it could be an educational institution, or a governmental institution, or a health institution. So the challenge is dealing with an orthodox tradition, however that manifests for you, and finding your place in that orthodoxy so that you gain the wisdom, the knowledge that you need to accomplish your goal, which is laid out by the chariot, which is to fight a battle and to gain victory. The angels are a very wise counsel. The angels are your inner knowing. Sometimes you need the advice of someone who is familiar with a traditional way of doing something that you may not, be that, again, in any one of these spheres. But your inner wisdom is also what you should consult. What do you feel about the situation? How is the scenario playing out in your inner world? And sometimes we play with events, potential events, by imagining various scenarios taking place. And apart from something being destined, a part of a scheme that you had devised before you were born, you have the will and the power to direct the event. And you do so by, again, imagining the best possible scenario and replaying it in your mind. That's the best way to deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. Seeking expert advice, wise advice, is, again, externally the best thing you can do. And then weigh that information with what your internal counsel is saying to you. Let's see what is unexpected for the month. All right. So this is about a loss. About an emotional loss. A feeling. You lose something, but it has meaning for you because maybe you've been used to that thing, person, place, situation. You were used to that, or you'd come to expect, anticipate that world. But the card indicating the loss, he's in a sort of mourning black robe because he's mourning the loss. But you can see there's 2 cups behind him that are upright. He gets emotional support. He gets emotional security from friends, from family. His loss, his loss is due. It will usher in a phase in which you are not as dependent on a lifestyle or a situation that wasn't feeding your soul. Sometimes we accept our life as it is, and we stop dreaming about something better, or we stop growing. These challenges come in order for you to overcome yourself, to treat a loss emotionally as you would a victory, a gain. And so overcome your need for that which was lost. This is about overcoming something that had its time. And now it's a new time. So let's see how this ends. The 8 of Cups. You see, now that gentleman has changed clothes. He now wears a red sort of traveling coat, is what that is. He's on the move. That might be where the Chariot becomes interesting, because you've got a lot of forward motion predicted by the Chariot, a lot of energy, a lot of courage, a lot of battle readiness. And you walk away. You walk away, and the significance of this is that he's walking uphill. And he's doing this with the moon out. So by moonlight, by intuition, by a deep knowing that what he's leaving behind, ordered as those cups are, filled with meaning, positive memories, lots of things that were good. You have evolved, you will evolve into a state of being more empowered, self-empowered. This is about self-empowerment. You make the decision. You have the support of friends, maybe even social support, the Hierophant, social support from institutions and groups, wise men. You have the energy to institute this or to ratify this choice and to make that decision and to move on it, to leave something that needs to be left. So that is the conclusion of this. Hold on, the conclusion of the reading is I suppose I identify with this reading because when I went through that hurricane, the second one, Milton, in Florida, and I realized after that there really was no returning to what I considered to be my normal life. And I realized, of course, that a big decision had to be made as to what direction I wanted to take, because then, once you make that choice, then you are committed to the events that happen along that choice and what they will produce for you. So I know the difficulty there may be in making hard choices after receiving some sort of loss. But ultimately, now that I've found this home, I realize that this home was only possible because of the depth of the crisis that I had gone through. So I'm giving you my life experience. I'm 73. This happened to me when I was 72, 73. I just turned 73. It can happen any time in your life where you feel a loss. Regardless of what that loss, it's what it means to you, is the indication of all these cups cards. This is a deeply feeling month, but also one in which you need to deal also with society, with the way things are done, and comply with the way things are done. But at the same time, in your emotional life, there's this need to leave behind the outworn. It's done. That's what you have to conclude. It's done. And in that, you open up an entire world of possibilities to enter in. So that is your forecast for April 2025, Capricorn. Now, I have just recently introduced the concept of a following yoga pose and yoga mudra that would be related to the information that's coming out of the reading. Now, I've had a complaint that they would rather I do the astrology, the wedding of the astrology with the tarot. And I would love to do that too, but it would make the length of this presentation far too long. So I think the addition of a yoga pose brings the reading out of the realm of the abstract and into the realm of the physical, and makes you feel the message from the tarot physically. You don't have to do the poses that I present or the mudra if you don't want to. You can just stop at the end of this reading. It's up to you. I would love to do a live broadcast concerning the sun, Mars and Venus transits through the month. I think that would be a way to handle that aspect even before I begin these readings. And I think next month that's what I'm going to do, present a sort of live informational broadcast for all the signs. And then you can ask questions. I think that would be a dynamic way of keeping the astrology without lengthening these videos. So, as I lengthen them by talking too much. So I thank you very much for your contribution, for your messaging, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and please donate. This is my only source of income right now, and I'm just asking you to donate or to partake of one of my readings, private readings. They are from the heart, from the angels, and they're directly targeted to your concerns. And they exist, the reading choices exist on my website, grandcentralhealing.com. Please, if you're in need of any answers on subjects like your work, your relationship, I would very much appreciate the help by you procuring a reading from me. So thank you, and wait for the yoga pose if you like. Thank you, and namaste, aloha. Welcome, Capricorn, to your yoga pose that's associated with your April 2025 tarot forecast. And this one will be about dealing with loss of any kind. The release of the grief that comes with the feeling of loss. And it's a very beautiful pose. It's the child pose. Often we take a fetal position when we want to escape the world outside, sort of pull it into us. And so this is, I think, a very appropriate pose for you. But more than anything else, it's will release a heart emotional congestion. So it's very simple. One of the simplest poses in yoga. You simply take a seat on your folded legs, turn your palms upside down so the palms face up. You face forward, you take a deep breath through the nose. Pull your chest up, you lean forward over your legs, pulling your arms to the back. You tilt your head down. You lay the crown of the head on the ground. You let go of your back, upper back, middle back, lower back. You let the arms rest and you pull them down. And you put the crown of the head on the ground. You breathe slowly through your nose. You let go of all the tension in your back, shoulders, hips. You let it go. You breathe several deep breaths. Inhale, you turn your head up, pressing the legs together and pushing down into the ground through the legs. You roll your shoulders up. You roll them to the back. You bring the palms of your hands together in prayer. You take a deep breath and you bow your head down. Exhale. Inhale, face forward. Let me face you. That can be done for as long as you can hold it. for as many times in the day as you can assume the pose. Now, I want you to learn a mudra for finding what you've lost, for attracting what you've lost. Sometimes you could lose something very valuable and you want to find it again. So this is the mourning of a loss, but also the retrieving of a loss. So you place your fingers together at the tips, like that. And you place the thumb against your sternum, like that. What this does is it joins the right and left hemisphere of the brain, of your consciousness. And you begin to attract to you the idea or the object or the person that you've lost. You are given images of where you might look for the lost object, for the lost person. If you've lost them to death, divorce, or just separation, perhaps they can't be brought back, but you can restore into yourself a feeling of wholeness. So lay the fingertips together, and when you inhale, you touch your gums, either lower or upper gum, with your tongue. As you exhale, you let go of your tongue. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale. 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 And inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. And bow. Practice this whenever you feel you've lost something, be that an object, person, place, and call it back to you. Recall it back.